Hey, what's up? I don't remember last time I vlogged. Was it this morning or was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Anyways, I don't know why. I just felt like I'd take out my camera and, first I guess show Teddy Bear. Not my intentions, but he's cute. And just show that I, have been working on Sunday's vlog, from Riley's birthday. And the moment, it's like $18, 18 minutes, which is actually impressive. It came from 24, and I actually added a lot of things, but also took out a lot of things, so pretty cool. I'm really excited about the vlog. I hope the process works well, since Movie Maker's been having issues here and there. Sometimes it glitches, but let's hope for the best, right? But yeah, it's been fun editing this. Once I got home from work today, I just like hyper focused on it because I was like, I need to get this done, and I want to get this done. And so yeah, and it's almost there. I'm gonna go hop in the shower, and my mom and I are actually gonna watch Camp Rock because apparently it's free on demand. So heck yes, I haven't seen that movie for a little while. Last time I think I watched it was with Salika like a year or two ago. I think it might have been 2 years ago. Or so. Anyways, it's on demand for free, so yeah! I'm excited to watch Camp Rock. I love that movie. My mom likes it too, so that'll be fun. And tomorrow's Friday! And I got a doctor's appointment I gotta go to early in the morning, so I don't know how much I'll be vlogging tomorrow. But this weekend is right around the corner, and as I've mentioned, we're spending, I think I mentioned it, yeah. We're spending the night at Riley and Salika's apartment while they're gone. Mike and I, so that will be fun. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Good evening, guys. I'm wearing sparkles because I felt like it, because Camp Rock does that to me. Seriously. Anything Disney movies, whatever, I always just feel like inspired afterwards, and it just reminds me of when I was younger and how much those things meant to me. That was always a big deal for me too. But yeah, I was so happy to watch Camp Rock. Like, it was super fun. So I might be messing with the camera a little bit. I'm trying to get like a better angle at this whole thing. It's on my tripod, so less shaky. I know, right? My videos are usually pretty darn shaky. Sorry. Trying to figure out ways to make that less so. Anyways, I wanted to talk about something that is really important to me, that sometimes just comes back up in my mind a lot when it comes to Disney Channel and Disney stars. Like, during Camp Rock, I always loved Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez, and of course Miley. Duh. She was my life. Okay, so as I was saying, there was a lot of Disney Channel stars that inspired me in my life, and like, it inspired me to go out and start acting and singing and all that stuff, and I still love it. But I wanted to talk about behind the scenes of a lot of the situation, because I've noticed, like, it's hard for me not to watch, like, an old movie on Disney without thinking about everything I know about the person now. Not necessarily, not in a judgmental way, but in an introspective, interested way. Like, during Camp Rock, I can't remember how it fits into Demi Lovato's timeline, but I know she struggled with drugs, and she struggled with a lot of things. She finally got to a better place, you know, and so now she's in a much better place. Of course, it's one of those things that you always sort of have to keep fighting in your life. But I think some of that started during Camp Rock. I can't remember if that's when things started or if it was later. I know it was going on with Sunny with a Chance. But it gets me thinking, and I was talking to my mom about this and having a discussion with her about it, about the fact that, like, what so many child stars and Disney stars and stuff go through, and like the influence of LA on someone who is young, you know, seems not to be a very good place. Like, even some YouTubers kind of strayed a little bit, you know, because of LA or whatever. I'm not saying LA is a horrible place or anything. Hell no. I want to go to LA one day. I want to go to Disneyland, which is in Anaheim, right? Or near it, whatever. I've never been there, but I look back on when I was a teenager and I think about how much I so, like, desired to be involved in Disney or in, like, a show, you know, but there was always a part of me that sort of knew what sort of goes on. Not that, oh, I know all, but it's like things where I could pick and choose what were real or not, reading tabloids and stuff, and I always sort of had an idea of what was kind of fake and what was not. Way, way, way less so when I was younger, though. And so it's weird to look back and know Demi Lovato after Camp Rock went through all this stuff, like on Sunny with a Chance with all the drugs and all that stuff, and then of course Miley had her thing, and it's just kind of weird to know all that stuff. In some ways I sort of wish that I actually just knew them in person when I was like when we were all like younger. I don't know what it is. Like there's part of me, I don't look at celebrities like, oh my god, they're my idol. I mean, there's a part of that, yes, like Miley Cyrus definitely had a little bit of that, like, oh my gosh, like, she is my idol. But then there was also this very real side of me that just wishes I could get to know them, you know? And it makes me almost wonder what it would be like to be back in their situation and what they went through, and things about, you know, going back to the whole Sunny with a Chance thing, how Demi was struggling so much with that stuff, but I hate to say it, but this just seems so harsh, but Disney didn't really seem to care, or certain people, certain publicity people didn't care. They just didn't want the message getting out, you know, and that it's not just Disney, it's not a lot of that in Hollywood in general, you know. I don't want to bash Hollywood, but, you know, we all kind of know a lot about those things and what it sort of leads to and what it exposes you to, but I don't know, it's weird to think how easy and how much that they can cover up, and it just makes me wish that I could go back and like really know them for who they are, you know. And sometimes I feel like when you idolize someone, deep down there really is that desire to know who they are as a person. Maybe it's just me. I know it's probably not just me, but I love people, I guess, you know, and I like to get to know people. I like to see, you know, what's behind everything that they go through in life and all their choices and everything. And I don't know, it's weird, and Disney movies, they always make me feel so elated and happy and just like I want to follow my dreams and I want to be sparkly. I love it. It's great. It's so positive. And even when I reflect back on some things that went on with the actors and actresses, it still doesn't dim the light of the movie or their show or whatever for me. You know, it just kind of gives it more of a full three-dimensional look at, like, this is a real person in this real situation. And it's good to know, you know, looking back now, to be able to take out those specific details and kind of understand who they are as a person. And I don't know, I can't say that I know them or I understand them at all, because obviously I don't, but it's just, I like having more of a full view. And I look back also thinking, I know I wanted to sort of be in that world myself, but then I'm also sort of thankful that I didn't, and I feel like a lot of kids in their tweens and teens can't really realize that. You know, like a lot of people who are influenced easily and like idolize certain people. It's really, when you're in that age group, because even I was there, you know, it's hard to look past all the glamour, you know. It really is hard. But then when you get to like your 20s and you hear about everything that really did go on, you're like, oh, I guess I understand now, because, I mean, or I get it more because they're under a lot of pressure, and it's very interesting. It doesn't stop me from wanting to like be, my biggest dream ever would be to be sort of in like a Disney type movie or something, or show or whatever, even just to be on a set for it would just be so cool. That's what I want to do in general with any sort of acting thing. Like I would just my dream is just to be on a set and like see everything, and maybe be an extra or get that full experience of what it would be to be like more of a main part. But anyways, I don't know if I got everything that was on my mind off my mind, so to speak, or out, but I wanted to make a longer clip about, just to, you know, talk about the introspective, that's the word I'm looking for, introspective side of like looking into people. And just one of the big things that I love to do is see people for who they really are, not just the way that this image or this label wants to make them, you know? And that's always been a big deal for me. Like, even following Aaron Carter, you know, it's amazing. I told him this. I told him this via video. It is on YouTube somewhere. If you don't believe me, there is a video. No, but I talked to him during a live feed that he was doing with a bunch of his fans, and I told him that one of the most amazing things for me is to see how much he's grown and changed. Because I followed Aaron from when I was 8 years old, so he was about 12ish. 12ish, yeah. And it's just, and his music changed a lot. And then he went through all his own issues, you know, different things that he struggled through, you know, dealing with and trying to become his own artist, which I think is one of the biggest things for a lot of Disney stars or a lot of kid stars. They want to become they want to feel real, like a real artist. You know, not that they aren't, but, you know, they just want to be able to create their image in their eyes, which is why a lot of them sort of branch out and try different things. But I got to watch Aaron go through everything pretty much, even though there was bits and pieces where I was a little unclear what was going on in his life at that time, but I was so in touch with like what he was doing and everything to this day, and now it's just like I can look at him and I feel like he's just like a really well-rounded person that's obviously still probably trying to figure things out, but it's just to get that three-dimensional view on someone. It's kind of a weird conversation, but three-dimensional, you know, when they say someone's two-dimensional, it means that they, you know, it's just on the surface. You know, there's a lot of that in Hollywood, obviously, you know, with stars. But three-dimensional grows into this more emotional thing where it brings in a full picture, you know, and you can get an idea of who they are as a person and their backstory. But it's just, I don't know. It's really cool to watch that happen, and I was very, very happy and fortunate to be able to tell Aaron myself that to watch him grow like that was the most, and to become his own artist was the most beautiful, like, amazing transformation ever. And it's sort of that way with a lot of the other, like, people I followed, but the thing is with Aaron, I had closer connections to him, and longer with, for, like, how long that I, you know, wanted to know what was going on in his life and everything. Anyways, I love you guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful night.